Today we will be rebuilding the New England Patriots with Drake May. Before we get into anything, let's check out the roster. I already have some ideas what I'm going to do with the team. We obviously need a whole new receiving core. I want a new running back core, few linemen. Change the team to a 4-3 because Josh Uche, Matthew Judon can move down, Christian Barmore and Kazir White could go into D tackle, and then Jelani Tavai and Jawan Bentley can run linebackers with Taki. And then I think I'm gonna make Mapu free safety because we're gonna have him for cheap for 4 years. So I think we might as well keep him. And we're gonna have Jabril Peppers for 2 more years. And then we're gonna have to pay him. So I think we should trade away Jabril. So we trade Jabril Peppers to the Texans for Nico Collins. We trade David Andrews, Jalen Reagor, and Marco Wilson for Andre James. So Kendrick Bourne, our 3rd round pick this year, our 4th round and 5th round next year, and a 7th round in 2 years for Eric McCoy. Gonna move him to right guard probably. Or we're actually gonna move Andre James to right guard. Trade Juju for a 3rd and a 4th from the Jets. So we ended up trading Matthew Judon because he's 31 years old. Back to the Ravens on top with 2024 4th, and 2026 4th, 2025 6th, and 2026 6th. For Justin, I'm not gonna say his name because I'm gonna butcher it, but he's younger, better replacement, and damn near the same overall. I have a trade request from the Eagles and Niners for a running back. I think I might take Elijah Mitchell. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I will. We get right tackle Spencer Brown from the Bills for Devon Godchuk's and Elijah Mitchell. We trade Antonio Gibson and KJ Osborne, 3 6th round picks and a 5th round pick for Khalil Shakur. So we sent Cole Strange, Jacoby Brissett, a 4th round pick and 2 7th round picks over to the Bears for Tevin Jenkins. Now our offensive line is set. This will be the team heading to year 1. Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson, Nico Collins, Demario Douglas, Khalil Shakur, Hunter Henry, Spencer Brown, Andre James, Eric McCoy, Tevin Jenkins, Michael Onwenu, however you say that shit, Kyle Duggar, Christian Gonzalez, Justin, Deirdre Wise, Christian Barmore, White, Jelani Tavai, Jawan Bentley, Taki, Mapu, Jonathan Jones, and Marcus Jones. Where we going? Bye. And so week 1, we're going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Since the midseason week point, see how we're doing stat-wise and our record. And at the midseason point, we're 0-7. I don't know how. Let's check the stats. Drake May, 16th in yards, 18th in touchdowns. 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 12 picks. That's probably why. 400 yards and 9 touchdowns for Ramondre Stevenson. Nico Collins, 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. Demario Douglas, 403. Hunter Henry, 202. Khalil Shakir, 202. Defensively, Jawan Bentley leads with 72 tackles. TFLs, Keon White leads with 6. And sacks, Christian Barmore leads with 4.5. With picks, Kyle Duggar leads with 2. Let's send to the playoffs, and hopefully, I mean, I know we're not going to turn around, but hopefully we don't turn around and have a good record, because if we're already 0-7, might as well go completely dog shit and go 0-17 and get the number 1 overall pick. At the end of the season, we're 3-14. Horrible record. Horrible record. Let's upgrade these players. Deep threat. Slot. And physical. Christian Gonzalez. Zone. Christian Barmore, run stopper. Mapu, let's get him a zone. And a hybrid. Let's check the season stats. Drake May, 12th in yards, 21st in touchdowns, 3,700 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 26 picks. That's horrible. Rushing, 1,016 for Ramondre Stevenson, 1,208 for Demario Douglas, 1,005 for Nico Collins, 604 for Khalil, 504 for Hunter Henry. Defensively, Jawan Bentley, 152 tackles, leads the team. TFOs, Keon White leads with 16, and sacks. Christian Barmore leads with 5.5, and picks. Kyle Duggar and Christian Gonzalez tied with 3. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Taylor. Defensive Player of the Year, Max Crosby. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ladd McConkey. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Tyree Wilson. Best QB, Josh Allen. Best running back, Jonathan Taylor. Best wideout, Josh Reynolds. Best O-line, Ryan Kelly. Best D-line, Max Crosby. Best linebacker, TJ Watt. Best DB, Cam Taylor-Britt. Who wins the Super Bowl? Chiefs versus Bears. Bears make it to the Super Bowl year 1, Caleb Williams. And the Chiefs win 31-13. Let's upgrade these players, upgrade the staff, and see if there's any players to resign. And there is no players to resign. And there's no one in free agency I would like to get at all. Let's scout some players. 2 right ends and a halfback. Start drafting. And we have the first overall pick in the draft. Let's look around before we even make the pick. Right end has 4 elites. Nah, I've never seen that before. He might be the pick. Nah, yeah, the right end's definitely who we're going with. Melvin Goddard. Melvin Goddard, welcome to the team. 86 speed, 84 strength, 88 excel, 84 agility. That's really good for a right end. Amazing athletic edge depth. This pick we're going to take Trevor Chapman. Please still be here, and he is. Mike Britton, welcome to the New England Patriots. And send to the end of the draft. The draft recap. The right end we took, the number 1 overall pick, is an 82 overall, which was an amazing pick. Good pick. And cornerback we took was a 76 overall, and the running back was a 73. We chose Jonathan Jones, Dietrich Wise, and Khalil Shakir for Devon Hamilton, Brian Thomas Jr., and a 3rd round pick. Sent to the midseason point, and See how we do. Let's get to mid-season point. Check out the record. Check out our stats for year 3. At the mid-season point, we are 5-2. Let's check out the stats. Drake May 3rd in passing yards, 1st in touchdowns, 1,700 yards, 15 touchdowns to 3 picks. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor 700 yards, 10 touchdowns, amazing 6.1 yards per carry. Receiving, Nico Collins 505, Demario Douglas 402, Hunter Henry 301, Brian Thomas 303. And defensively, Jawan Bentley leads with 58 tackles. TFL's Christian Barmore and Melvin Goddard are tied with 9. Sacks, Christian Barmore and Justin are tied with 2. And picks, Jawan Bentley, Jelani Tavai both tied with 2. Let's upgrade these players and then send to playoffs. See if we can get a first round bye. If not, it's all good. Hopefully we just make the playoffs at least. We finished the season 10-7. We made the playoffs. The wild card versus the Houston Texans are also 10-7. Both 88 overalls. Let's check out the end of the year stats. Drake May 2nd in yards, 12th in touchdowns, 4,500 yards, 30 touchdowns to 8 picks. Rushing, Jonathan Taylor 1,500 yards, 19 touchdowns, amazing. Receiving, Nico Collins 1,312, Brian Thomas 1,005, Demario Douglas 905, Hunter Henry 702, Jonathan Taylor 202. Defensively, Jawan Bentley, Jelani Tavai both tied with tackles. TFOs, Justin leads with 19 sacks. He also leads with 6, and picks, Christian Gonzalez leads with 4. Let's upgrade these players and send the week. See if we can beat the Houston Texans. And we do not. We lose by 1 point, 24-23. That hurts. Let's get into year 4. Just upgrade franchise stats, see if there's any players to re-sign, and then head into free agency. Suck Christian Gonzalez's 5th-year option. Got re-signed Justin back. Sorry, we only have him for 2 more years. Got him. Drake May, we have to sign. He's gonna want hella money. He wants $38 million per year. And then we got him. Kyle Duggar, we're only gonna have him for 2 more years. So might as well sign him to this. Mike Onwenu. Get him for this. Jelani Tavai, please come back. Doesn't want to come back. Marcus Jones, please come back. He does. Jawan Bentley, please come back. And he does. Back. Damn, he doesn't want to come back. Andre James, please come back. He does. So hopefully we can get Brian Thomas in free agency. Franchise tag Jelani, actually. What would be cheaper? Yeah, Jelani's way cheaper. Hopefully we can get Brian Thomas in free agency. Could we get George Kittle and Brian Thomas? If we get George Kittle, can we get Brian Thomas? And we also get Brian Thomas. Honestly, we can sim this draft. There's nothing we really need to pick. In the draft recap, they take a 72 overall wide receiver and Zay Riddick. Heading into year 4, this is what the roster looks like. Nothing different on offense besides George Kittle. Defensively, there's no difference besides one rushing starting at left outside linebacker. Some to the midseason point, check out the stats and see our record. At the midseason point, we're 1-6. I don't know how. I really don't. Drake May second in yards, 13th in touchdowns, 1,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 picks. Jonathan Taylor 600 yards, 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Nico Collins 502, Demario Douglas 401, Brian Thomas 404, George Kittle 203. Defensively, Jelani Tavai leads with 58 tackles, TFLs, Melvin Goddard, Justin lead with tied with 7, 3.5 sacks for Christian Barmore. He leads, and Marcus Jones only person with a pick. Let's just into the playoffs. I doubt we're gonna make it, but hopefully we do. If not, we're gonna straight into the last year of the rebuild's 5th year. And we do not make the playoffs as we finish the year 6-11. Season stats were Drake May 10th in yards, 6 in touchdowns, 3,900 yards, 29 touchdowns and 9 picks, 1,400 yards and 18 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor. Receiving 1,000 and 1,000 for Brian Thomas each, 6 for Nico Collins and 12 for Brian Thomas. Demario Douglas 902, George Kittle 606, Jonathan Taylor was 201. Defensively, Jelani Tavai lead with 134 tackles. TFLs, Justin leads with 18 sacks. Christian Barmore leads with 8.5. Marcus Jones and Christian Gonzalez both tied with 3 picks. Sent to the Super Bowl. Upgrade the franchise staff. Re-sign players for the last time, and head to the draft. Sub team. We obviously want Jonathan Taylor back. He resigns. Want Demario Douglas back. He doesn't want to resign. Marte Mapu, we want him back. Bro, what? Let's try to get them all in free agency. Hopefully we get them. And we get Demario Douglas and Marte Mapu. We can't afford Jelani to buy back. We just have to draft a new linebacker and then head into the last season, the rebuild. Trade our 1st round pick for a middle linebacker and a 2nd round pick. And advance the rest of the draft and let the CPU take the rest of the picks. It's a 74 QB, 73 free safety. So now I understand why. But heading to the final year of the rebuild, this is what the team's looking like. No changes on offense. Defensively, the only change was Winslow as our new right outside linebacker. And besides that, there's nothing else. With Simpson's mid-season point, hopefully this year we actually do good and have a chance at the playoffs. At mid-season point, we're 7-0. Thank God we're actually doing good. Stat-wise, Drake May 2nd in the league in passing yards, 1st in touchdowns, 2,000 yards with 20 touchdowns and 2 picks, 609 rushing for Jonathan Taylor. Receiving, Nico Collins 707, Demario Douglas 306, Brian Thomas 302, George Kittle 202. Defensively, Jerome Bentley 73 tackles, he leads. TFLs, Justin leads with 7, and sacks, Justin also leads with 5, and Juan rushing is the only person on the team with a pick. Let's into the playoffs. Hopefully we get a week 1 bye. If not, it's fine. If we're in the wild card, we're jumping in because this is final year of the rebuild. And we do make the playoffs. We're 13-4. Let's check the season stats. Drake May, third in yards, third in touchdowns, 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Amazing year. Jonathan Taylor, 1,700 yards, 22 touchdowns. Also amazing year. Receiving, Nico Collins, 1,414 touchdowns. Brian Thomas, 1,006. Demario Douglas, 912. George Kittle, 602. Jonathan Taylor, 304. Defensively, Jawan Bentley leads with 154 tackles. TFL's Justin leads with 24, and Stacey also leads with 11. And picks, Kyle Duggar leads with 2. Let's upgrade these players and then jump into the wild card game against the 9-8 Houston Texans to our 13-4, and their 89 overall to our 90 overall. We score 7-0. We're up 14-0. Texans come back with a touchdown. They come back with a field goal. It's 14-10. We're up 4. We come back with a touchdown. Up 11, 21-10. They get a field goal. We're up 21-13. They get a touchdown. We're up 21-19. Oh, they get a field goal. Up 22-21. We get a field goal. We're up. Damn. Oh, we come back, get a touchdown. They come back, get a touchdown. Can we clutch up? Can we clutch up? Brian Thomas. Can we clutch up? George Kittle, 3-yard touchdown. We win the wild card. Last second, 39-36. We head to the divisional round. In the divisional round, we're going up against my 13-4 Pittsburgh Steelers to our 13-4. 92 overall Patriots to 89 overall Steelers. Let's jump in and let's see if we can beat them. Steelers up 7-0. We come back, score a field goal. They're up 4. We come back, get a touchdown. We're up 3, 10-7. We come back, score a field goal. We're up 6. They get a touchdown. They're up 1. We get a field goal. We're up 2. They get a touchdown. They're up 5. Damn. We have to do a Hail Mary. We're down 5. We need a last-second touchdown to save the season, save the rebuild. And there's no time on the clock. We just got hold crazy. That's the end of the rebuild. We lost 21-16. Sad to see. Sad to fucking see. That's horrible. Shit, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. I stream all my rebuilds right here on my channel. And yeah, that's the end.